welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. That was super sweet of you. Oh my gosh, let's zoom you in for the eye look. I feel so cute today. I kind of was going for a very wispy, whimsical look today. I wanted to use these ColourPop gel liners that I've had for a few months at this point. Honestly, I got them sent in PR to me along with a bunch of their colorful mascaras. They did this whole like monochromatic collection and everything, and I haven't really got a chance to try these other than in the waterline, and I wanted to put them on the lids today, and so far I'm very impressed. They're super glidey, and I got the Shopkey K earrings on, one of my absolute favorite pairs. They're these little like flower disco balls, and they just make me feel so cute. But that's not what this video is about. You did not click on this video to find out the makeup details of my whimsical makeup look today. No, you clicked on this video because you, like me, have an interest in a makeup anti-haul. Well, let me not say anti-haul because, you know, today, honest, I'll be no cap, being fully honest, I didn't have a video planned for today. I'm feeling a little scattered lately, but I kind of just really wanted to sit down and go through trend mood together, talk about some new makeup releases, and I kind of feel the same way I did last month. I'm not feeling super impressed by a lot of new makeup releases right now. I don't really stalk trend mood the way I used to, so I'm feeling kind of out of the loop with what's been released lately, but I did a brief look before I started, and I'm just like, what is going on? Is everybody out of ideas? It kind of feels that way. So, if that sounds like a topic that is interesting to you, and you love chatting about new makeup releases, what we're buying, what we're not gonna buy, then I encourage you to please subscribe, and keep on watching, because it's coming at you right now. Okay, so the first new makeup release that really caught my eye is actually a makeup remover, but this is wacky, absolute wild to me. So this is from Garnier. It's a new micellar water, and I have the classic, I would say, I don't know if it's the classic. I have like the plain Garnier micellar water, the all-in-one. It's just micellar water. There's no like added fragrance or anything else in it, but they've recently announced they're coming out with a micellar gentle peeling water all-in-one. And this sends me into fight or flight mode. And it says suitable for face, lips, and eyes, which I just have so much trouble wrapping my head around. It says it has 1% PHA plus glycolic acid. Is that saying that there's 1% glycolic acid too? I'm not really sure, but if you're not familiar with chemical exfoliants like this, basically I use a chemical exfoliant every other day. I will say like every 3 days actually. I use a salicylic acid chemical exfoliant, and I use that on the parts of my face where I tend to break out the most. So I really focus it on my chin, I focus it around my nose and on my forehead, but I keep it away from my eyes because my eyelids do not need a chemical exfoliant on them. So I just find it really strange that they've combined this in a makeup remover. Like, it's so strange to me. Hi, editing me popping in to say that I watched a James Welsh video talking about this after I already filmed this video, so I'll link his video down below. But basically, I might have been overreacting a bit about the eyes. He didn't really mention anything about that in his video, and he's far more versed in skincare than I am. But he basically pointed out that it's weird to use a chemical exfoliant as a makeup remover and is just probably not as effective, because typically when we use a chemical exfoliant in our skincare routine, it's after cleansing. You know, you do your double cleanse, or even if you just do a single cleanse, you remove your makeup first, and then you go in with your chemical exfoliant so it can more deeply penetrate your skin and give you better results. So he basically was saying that he just doesn't feel like this product is going to give you the results that you want from a chemical exfoliant because it has to try to penetrate through your makeup too. So yeah, definitely check out James's video though. But I would love to know what you guys think. I will not be buying this. Okay, let's talk about this new Fenty lipstick. So Fenty, you know, hard launched this right before the Super Bowl, their new Fenty Icon Velvet Liquid Lipstick. Rihanna wore the shade, I believe the MVP, I think was the one that she wore in the Super Bowl. She looked amazing. It's a beautiful shade of red, but I just will not be spending $29 on a matte liquid lipstick. I don't know, this is confusing me. I feel like we're going back to 2016 to like 2018 times with this. Not that, okay, let me dial it back a little bit, because I do have like 1 or 2 matte liquid lipstick formulas that I do still like and wear. My favorite one is the Half Magic Beauty Mouth Cloud liquid lipstick formula. Oh my gosh. Mouth Cloud is the perfect name for this. It's so velvety. It's not fully transfer proof, but I don't care because it actually feels comfortable on the lips and doesn't feel like it's drying out my lips or anything. I got this in PR, but I'm pretty sure these are like $22. Okay, no, these are $18. So to me, that feels a bit more reasonable. The Fenty ones are $29. Ah, that is so much money for one single lipstick. Oh my gosh. And I feel like that's more than their other lipsticks too. Now I gotta go verify that. How much is the Fenty, what's the other one, the uncensored lip? Yeah, the Stunna lip paints. Let's see how much those are so we can compare. Obviously, I know that they're different and seemingly different formulas, but I'm just curious. That's $28. Did all of Fenty's prices go up? I swear I don't remember that being $28 before. Even the Gloss Bomb Heats are $26 now. Oh my gosh, their prices have to have gone up. It looks like the regular Gloss Bombs are still $21, but wow, okay. I guess I'm just out of the loop with how prices for things have increased. But yeah, I don't know. You're not gonna get me to spend $29 on a matte liquid lipstick unless it's gonna be like my go-to everyday lip, which I'll admit these shades are beautiful, especially that deep brown shade, Breadwinner. That would be the only one I'd be tempted by because I don't have anything like that in my collection and I think it's absolutely gorgeous. But like the reds, I'm not going on them. I feel like, you know, maybe if you were like looking for like your perfect wedding red or your red for like an event. I follow this girl on TikTok who did like a whole series looking for her perfect wedding red and tried all these different ones. And when she found the right one, it really was like, oh my gosh. So I could see if you were looking for something like that. The shade Riri is a really pretty like mauve-y nude. I don't know. I don't want to spend $29 on something like that. I don't know. It just feels like I'm surprised that we're going back to these matte liquid lipstick formulas like that. My day-to-day, like I'll be fully honest with you, I don't wear the same lip ever, every day. But if the things I'm reaching for over and over again formula-wise are lip glosses or tinted lip balms and stuff like that. Like that's my everyday, not a matte liquid lip like that. So all of this to say, I'm not buying it. Okay, here's another strange release to me. The brand Cali Ray has come out with some highlighters. They're high light radiant glow highlighters. It looks like there's 2 shades, and this is what the strange part is to me because I think we could see from Rare Beauty that powder highlighters are kind of having a resurgence right now. I'm not fully into it, but you know, to each their own. But this release strikes me as strange because of the 2 shades that they released. The second shade, Moonlight Beach, the more bronzy one, is gonna be suited for people with a medium and deeper skin tone. I'm not sure if it's gonna be suited for all deeper skin tones, but the other shade, which is called Starlight Beach, a cool rosy champagne, confuses me because clearly, you know, if we're to use logical thinking, the bronzier shade is going to be aimed towards medium and deeper skin tones and the rosier shade is going to be aimed towards lighter skin tones. But as someone with very fair skin who has tried lots of highlighters in this rosy shade, I have to tell you, 90% of the time they still cast a shadow because it's the rosiness. It's something about that hint of purple that just creates a shadow no matter how light it is on me. I had a very similar shade from Pixie Beauty in the past that I ended up having to declutter, even though like logically it was lighter than my skin, but something about that tone didn't work either. I also have a highlighter from About Face Beauty that's a liquid highlighter in a very similar shade like this that I can't wear on its own because it creates a shadow. I have to like mix it with something warmer to try to like almost correct that. And I have cool undertones too, so you would think logically it would work, but something about that tone of mauviness just really casts a shadow. So I just find this to be a strange array of highlighters. You know, I would have thought they'd come out with maybe just a couple more shades, you know, maybe come out with a light champagne shade too. And I definitely think they need a deeper bronzy shade because even the models with deeper skin tones they're showing the highlight on are not the deepest skin tones. So I just definitely think there needs to be a shade deeper and a shade, it doesn't even need a shade lighter, it just needs a shade more neutral, not as purpley like that. So yeah, and these are $39 too, so even if there was a shade for me, I probably wouldn't be buying it because that is a lot of money for a highlighter. All right, let's talk about some new eyeshadow palettes from Urban Decay that are just as much of a letdown as I feel like every Urban Decay palette that's come out in a while. This Urban Decay X Smiley collab, very cute packaging. I love the outer packaging. Oh my gosh, confused why they're calling it naked. All of the comments predominantly under this trend mood post are people saying, please Urban Decay, stop putting the word naked on everything. Like, you can't just call it naked. But I don't know, maybe that means that these are like some shades from previous naked palettes, but that wouldn't really make sense as a collab with a new brand. But my immediate thought with seeing these, I was surprised I didn't see anyone in the comments saying it, is that it reminded me of those Rare Beauty palettes that they launched towards the beginning of the Rare Beauty launch. These ones, I feel like they're similar color stories, you know, maybe with a few shades changed here or there. I'm not saying they're copying them because, like, I think every eyeshadow palette has been done at this point, but that's just where my brain went to immediately. Did it say the price on these? Trend mood, put your prices. Okay, they're $33. Yeah, that's ridiculous. It looks like they're still coming soon. If you're looking for like a neutral palette with a pop of color, honestly, you're just better off getting a ColourPop one at this point, you know? I know I haven't always sung the praises of ColourPop palettes, but like, they get the job done, you know? Like, they're perfectly fine if this is what you're looking for. I just don't think you need to spend $33. Unless you're like a huge fan of Smiley. I'll be honest, I'm not fully sure what Smiley is, and you're like really into this packaging. $33 for these little baby palettes, forget about it. Okay, this might be a product I'm actually interested in. This seems like very innovative if it works, but the brand Fur is coming out with a new ingrown micro dart patch, which kind of looks like, you know, your classic pimple patch, but it has little teeny tiny spikes on it, and it's supposed to target ingrown hairs. That would be a game changer, dude, because I really struggle with ingrown hairs. You know, I have keratosis pilaris KP on my arms and on my legs, which basically means like the keratin like plugs my hair follicles, so it's like a little different than ingrown hairs, but I do also struggle with ingrown hairs from where I'm shaving on my legs, especially on my bikini line. So like, I could see this being so helpful if it works. In fact, I'm going to Google these and see how expensive they are. Cross your fingers for me that they are not too expensive. Okay, I'm seeing $28. How many does that come with? Okay, that comes with 12. Okay, well, that's not gonna last me that long because I kind of have quite a few ingrown hairs. I don't know. That feels expensive. I wonder if I could just use a regular pimple patch. I don't know. I know other people make like micro, what do you call it? Micro dermaplaning. Like, other people make pimple patches with the little spikes on them. So maybe I'm gonna have to do my research on this more. I will say, just price aside, I really appreciate this. I feel like I don't see enough beauty marketing around ingrown hairs, whereas that is like something that I really struggle with and feel like I don't really have products to deal with. I've been trying to use, like, I have a scrub for my body that I've been trying to like use for ingrown hairs too, but I haven't really seen the results I want to see. So if you guys have any product recommendations for ingrown hairs too, I would love to hear them, but this is very appealing to me. Okay, the last thing I'm going to talk about are these Milk Makeup Cream Contour Sticks. I've already seen these going all around TikTok. I mean, clearly the big appeal with these is how deep the shades go. I think it's absolutely amazing that they have such a wide range. You know, with only coming out with 4 shades, that is a good range of 4 shades, especially thinking about, I used to have Milk's Baked Bronzer Stick, which I absolutely loved. Eventually I decluttered it only because it was expired. I absolutely loved it, but that one only came in 2 shades. Really not very inclusive at all. So happy to see that they've expanded and, you know, within those 4 shades really covered a wide range. I'm not sure if I'll get one. They're definitely contour shades, which, like, I feel like a lot of brands come out with contour products that are really more bronzy, but like, looking at the swatches of these look like contour products for sure. I am very curious about these. I have seen a couple people complain about the size of these, but I have to tell you, I know it's annoying because like, these are $24, and for $24 you get this little teeny tiny stick, and I understand that can be like, oh, so annoying, but at the same time, I had that big size when Milk used to still make the big size of their bronzers for 3 years, and I didn't even make a dent in it. And this was before I was getting any PR or like really into like making beauty content constantly and trying a bunch of different things. So I was really just using that, and I barely made a dent in it before it expired. So I appreciate them making a smaller product that you can hopefully actually get through. The other thing I've seen though with people trying this is that product keeps getting stuck in that little plastic like cover on top, which that is a little annoying. Hopefully Milk can maybe like go back to the drawing board, and if I do get one of these for myself, I'll be very careful with it. But I'm into this. This is like probably the only thing I've talked about today that I'm genuinely considering. Although I'm not like a big contour girl. I'm not even wearing bronzer today. I'm a blush gal to my core. So do I really need this? I don't know. I'm kind of interested though, because I'm also a cool tone gal. But that looks so gray. Ugh, I don't know if I'm gonna get this. I have to decide whether or not I want to be a contour girl. But if I was gonna be a contour girl, I mean, this would be the one to get. And if it's anything like their baked bronzer formula, then it should be incredible, because that formula was so easy to blend. It was wonderful. All right, and that's it. That's all of the new makeup releases that I'm gonna talk about today, because a lot of them are just kind of boring. You know, I feel like I really only feel the need to talk about ones that I got something to say about for one reason or another. But as always, you spend your money however you want to spend your money. I do not judge you if you buy any of the products that I said that I am anti-hauling today, and I hope that you will do the same to me if I end up buying any of these things, although I probably won't end up buying any of them. But I thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, give it a big thumbs up. Check out my anti-haul playlist if you want to take a little walk down memory lane. I've made a ridiculous amount of anti-hauls. I was doing them like multiple times a month there for a while, so I have a bunch of them. If you want to go back and watch the playlist, I will link it down below for you. Also check out my description box for all of the details of all the makeup products on my face today. Also my description box, I will have all of my social justice links, so please check those out if you haven't yet. And I thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!